all started when I was preparing to come over here. I started to get all the paperwork and stuff in order, Miles and I started to get all the paperwork and stuff in order, and I had a short amount of time to get over here. I had to get my plane ticket. I had to sell my car, which I had just bought. I was under a lot of stress, and every time I brushed my hair, it was just shedding. I'm talking about like a lot of hair, and it scared me because I never seen my hair shed that much. So that scared me at first. I had permed ends and natural. My roots were natural, but I had like some parts of my hair was curly, like at the bottom. Like you could see my curl pattern at the bottom of it, and it'd be like curl straight. Like it was like the perm had washed out of some of it and didn't take and whatnot. So my hair is pretty raggedy. I was dealing with a lot of different textures, some straight, some curly. And once I finally moved over here, it was just me, my chi, and my blow dryer. I ain't had nothing else. Like it was just me. And every week I go in the bathroom and straighten my hair, and that's my hairstyle for the week. And by the end of the week, it'll be oily. I wash it and I do it all over again. Mind you, I've only been over here for about 2 months now, and so within that 2 months, that's me straightening my hair eight times since I've been over here. Versus back at home, I can go, go get my hair done by the same lady that's been doing my hair since I was like 8. But I don't have that luxury over here. So one day, Friday, Miles and I, Miles was at work and I was home and I was watching Netflix. And I don't know what made me watch a Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead documentary, but I watched it. Whatever. I watched the documentary. I watched all of them. I watched every single documentary on Netflix that day that had to do with food. And I caught the motivation. I had so much motivation to be healthy and to be fit, and I'm not overweight or anything, but I wanted to see my abs, I want to see my muscles, I wanted to be toned. I want to tone my body. That's a good one. And it wouldn't help Miles too. He likes lifting weights and stuff. So yeah, that day before Miles came home from work, I threw away everything. I threw away sugar. I threw away everything. Anything bad, anything that has sugar in it, anything that was like a chemical and not a food, I threw it in the trash. And we started the meal prep and everything. We're going to start meal prep on Monday. So we did the prep Sunday. And that Sunday I was like, what am I going to do with my hair when we go to the gym? And I just said it. I was like, I gotta cut it off because my roots are curly and my ends are straight, and then it's gonna be in a ponytail for the rest of my life if I'm going to the gym like this. Like, if we're gonna be going to the gym every single day, my hair is gonna be in a ponytail for the rest of my life. Then it's breakage from the ponytail, and it was just, I just really felt like I was running out of options. So once I decided on that, we went and got some scissors and some products, and we cut my hair off in the bathroom. And most girls, when they cut their hair off, they have like a little plastic baggie, like a little Ziploc, like sandwich bag. I had a trash bag full of hair. And at first I thought it was cool. I had my afro. I was like, hey, what's up? Got an afro, And I cut it like, I had it like, probably like up to here at first. So I didn't cut it as short at first. I took a picture. Then I said, okay, you know what? I think I should cut it a little lower. So I cut it a little lower. Again, I had a TWA, and that's when I started seeing problems because this side of my hair was very curly. It was beautiful. I could see the curl pattern, but this side was bone straight. And I had no idea. And then I look back on my pictures, and I have like, that's where I part my hair at, and I like slick it down and like tuck it behind my ear, that is what I do to this side of my hair. And that's where I like, you know, make sure everything's all slicked down and laid down and looking all not raggedy. So I put a lot of gel and a lot of heat on that part, and I did not know I had damaged it all the way down to the root. Yeah, so after that, after when I had seen that I had damaged it all the way down to the root, Miles got the clippers and he just started cutting away. And before you know it, I could feel the clippers on my scalp, and I didn't know he was cutting it that low. You know, I didn't know he was cutting my hair this low, but I know it needed to be cut this low. So I looked in the mirror and I cried. I started crying. You know, I said, I look like a little boy. I never not had hair, and here I am with a bald head. And it was ridiculous. I cried. So I just looked in the mirror and I cried. And I regretted it. And I'm not gonna say I regret it now, but you know, and then afterwards the bathroom was a mess. I had to clean up the bathroom and clean up all the hair that I loved and cherished for 20 years, and I questioned my motives and why I did it and everything. I questioned my whole life. I was like, what is wrong with me? Am I going crazy? It has to be Japan. But anywho, it kind of backfired on me a little bit, because now I don't want to leave the house. You know, I don't want to leave the house, and now I'm not going to. I mean, I've lost about 6 pounds since Monday. And it's Thursday, so I'm losing weight because I'm eating right, but it kind of backfired me on because I don't want to go to the gym. I don't want to go to the grocery store. I don't want to go anywhere. I feel like people are looking at me. I feel like people judge me, and I think I'm doing it to myself because maybe in the past I've judged girls with short hair or low cuts, and I don't know, I feel like people are looking at me. I almost want to wear a sign on the back of my back and say, this is what my hair looked like before I chopped it off. Like, I had hair. Like, I don't know. I don't owe anybody an explanation, but I feel like I do. I'm only doing it to myself. I don't even know anybody here. So I think that I'm just really insecure right now about it. And then I asked Twitter. I said, okay, Twitter, what do y'all think? Be honest. What stereotypes do you like associate with a black woman with, you know, a low cut? And they were like, oh, maybe she's gay, lesbian, maybe she's a dyke. You know, people were saying stuff like maybe she's ghetto, and I'm not any of those things. And I don't want people to look at me and off my haircut and say, oh, she's a dyke, or she's ghetto because she has short hair, or she's black, she can't grow hair. You know, I just really, I feel like my hair's always been a security blanket, but I still look the same. My face looks the same. I feel like when I take pictures from like up here down, like I look the same. I don't want people to judge me because my hair is short, and I think that's what I'm struggling with the most. My big chop was a mistake. It needed to be cut off because like it was damaged and everything, but now I'm really I'm glad that I did it, because now I have no other choice but to, you know, let it grow back. But at the same time, it's like, dang, my hair, you know, I miss it. I had it my whole life. My whole life I've had it. And I don't know what to think of it now, but just a warning to all you girls out there that want a big chop. Just make sure your hair curls up in all the places that you want it to, or you're gonna end up looking like me. And maybe one day I'll wake up and I'll embrace my haircut, but for now I'm really struggling with it. And I don't know. I cried and cried and cried and cried and cried. I said I look like Little Bill, like I said I look like, my head is so, look at my head, I'm gonna show you it. Look at how meaty it is. Look at it, you see. I do know how to laugh at myself, so it's really not that bad, but it's really not that bad, but it's a journey. It's really a journey. That's the perfect word for it. It is a hair journey. And when my hair grows back, it will be healthy and beautiful and curly and exactly how I want it to be, and everything will be fine.